This is all-star action, folks. Kevin Harlan happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now it's time for the Foot Locker three-point contest. The long-range assassins of the NBA have come together to show off their skills from beyond the arc.
For a lot of folks, this is actually their favorite all-star event. There's a lot of drama. It always seems to come down to the wire. So let's get it on.
Well, it's an event that I really enjoy, guys. You know, anytime you get the best shooters in the NBA together to duke it out, it's going to be a good time. These guys on this roster tonight can all really stroke it.
And here we go with Freak. Nice thing about this format is that everyone starts each round with a clean slate.
Yeah, and even if you're the last place qualifier from the previous round, you still have a chance to win it all.
Yeah, it really is just about getting hot at the right time. You just want to advance out of that first round and then get hot from there.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman. You definitely want to try to get off to a good start because, guys, I'll tell you, if you whiff that first rack, it can really throw you off and keep you off.
Oh, no question, Clark. That rack comes so quickly, the clock's ticking, and all of a sudden you're behind and you press, and it's tough to shoot when you're really trying to force the issue.
That gives him 12. 2 racks remaining. Now to 15.
Ooh, starting to get a rhythm here.
17 on the board. 5 big points on that rack alone. Now 20. Great stuff. Coolly knocks down his 5th straight.
Boy, he's heating up, guys.
He finishes with 25. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
And so will see J.R. Smith.
Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you. Forget about it.
Yeah, because one miss can easily turn into 2 and then 3. And then you start racing because you're worried about the clock. And before you know it, you're pretty much out of it.
5 points now.
Respectable start here.
He's got 8. Moneyball, no good. 9 points. He's got 10. Just 2 points there. He won't be happy with that. 11 points. That gives him 12. That's 13. And he's got 15 points when the round ends. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go.
J.J. Redick, a terrific shooter, shot over 40% from distance in his career at Duke. And in the NBA, that accuracy has continued for a player who has to be accounted for at all times.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't falling.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. You can't over-adjust. It has to be a very minor tweak. But sometimes, you know, a shooter just has one thought that can get him into a good groove. A little bit like a golfer. You just want one swing thought, one shot thought. And if you can get to that point during this contest, you can be in good shape.
11 points.
Nice stretch here for Redick.
Yes, sir.
He's made all but one of his money balls.
And now he's in second place all by himself.
He finishes off the round with 19 points. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
And here we go with Kyle Korver. He needs at least 15 here to stay alive. And he knows he can get this well within his abilities. 2 points. Gets the money ball. He's got 5. Now with 6.
7 more points to stay in contention. 6 more points to stick around.
Drains the money ball. 4 more points to stay alive. 12 for him.
Good momentum here to close it out.
Hits for 15.
That gets him into the third hole and books him a place in the finals.
He finds himself at 16 points at the end of the round. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Well, the way he closed out the round was the most important and the most impressive thing. I mean, he just caught fire at the right time and really turned in an impressive performance.
And here we go with Paul George.
To avoid elimination here, he needs at least 16.
Well, he can't afford a slow start because at that point you start to press. So a good first rack is very important here.
That's 2. 3 down. 4 points. And that's his 4th straight. He's up to 7.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
3 racks down, 2 to go. He needs 6 more points. 11 points.
5 points more to stay in it.
And he's done. Out.
Yep, he won't have enough to make the next round.
Nope, just wasn't falling for him here tonight.
He's got 12 points to show for his efforts there. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, he was totally inconsistent out there. You know, we always talk about guys getting into a rhythm in this event, and he just never was able to do that.
So it'll be Tyreke Evans as the final shooter in this round. He knows just what he has to do here.
You know, for his career, not an especially accurate three-point shooter, Kevin.
And 16 points, the bare minimum, if he's to advance. He's got to focus here. He's got to be good. Not great, but just good enough. His 5th consecutive miss. Drains the money ball. Now with 6. That's 7. He's got to close out with some makes. He's got 8. He's going to have to be just about perfect the rest of the way. Down to the final rack. Well, guys, that's it. He's out of it. He can't make up the difference, Clark, at this time.
Nope, too far behind, but he'll finish up anyway.
Yeah, he made a good effort. Tried to get into his groove, but just couldn't get anything as far as momentum is concerned.
His total for the round comes to 12. There was just something off about him in that round.
I guess one way to look at it is that he was just in his discomfort zone in that round.
You know, Clark, no need to even put it into words. We could all see how unsettled he was. That did not go well from the start.
Freak's got to be the favorite going into the final. Don't you think, guys?
Well, one thing I think we can say is that this contest is there for the taking. It's wide open. There's no clear-cut favorite in the finals.
Yeah, it sure looks that way after what we saw in the qualifying round. These guys are very evenly matched.
And here we go with Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver, a terrific three-point shooter. Led the league in three-pointers made in 2005 with 226 of them.
You know, he was born in California, raised in Iowa. His mom was a great basketball player.
Excellent factoid. Again from you, Kevin.
6 misses in a row. He can't get it going. 5 points now. 6. Gets the money ball. He's got 9. He's sitting at just 9 points as the round comes to an end. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Yeah, he really struggled with the money balls. I mean, I'm not laughing at him, but he missed 4 of them. That's going to always make things extra hard for you when you don't cash in the money ball.
So is J.J. Redick ready to go?
The two-point balls can be the make or break factor in this event. Was hitting the money ball something that you thought about during the course of the round, Steve, or was it just another shot for you?
No, it was critical, Clark, and I always tried to take just a split second longer on those money balls just to make sure I held the follow-through and held my focus on the rim before moving on to the next rack.
2 more to tie it up. Now 8 points. He's got 9. Good rack right there. 4 points total. That gives him 12. That's 13. Make that 14. He's made all but 1 of his money balls. Now for 17. So he ends up at 17. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, you know, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff, and that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
And here we go with Freak. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
So many times we see the best scores in the three-point contest come in round one. I think the players start to get tired legs as they approach the 50-shot mark in the competition.
Yeah, it's the legs, and it's also the adrenaline of the opening stages, Clark. You know, that's worn off, so mentally, by the second round, you could be running on fumes.
6 points more to tie it up. Make that 14. To 15 now. One more to tie. Coolly knocks down his 5th straight. Got it, and that's all she wrote. That does it, folks.
Yep, that's the winning score.
Then might as well jack up a few more shots just for fun. Closing out with a bang.
That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes. He runs his total all the way up to 26 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Yeah, dozen shots in a row. I mean, just on fire. And trust me, guys, it's not that easy. And that was sensational shooting.
And as we close out the Foot Locker three-point contest, we can safely say that one-man shooting tonight was absolutely remarkable. This year's champion, Freak.
It was a great event. There's always so much excitement packed into the three-point contest.
Yeah, no question, Clark. Those were some real theatrics we saw out there today.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.
You're always gonna have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're gonna come against obstacles, and you have to combat these obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And the prize is your sanity. Word.
Come on with it. Come on with it.